And hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of It Up Grand Strand. I'm your host, Shan Coughlin, here with my special guest, Mr. Brett Thomaswick from Sandpiper. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I have to say, Mr. Two-Star Nike Volt in the house today.
Anything I can. It is springtime.
It is springtime, and I love a little bit of competition between our guests coming in.
It's time for the color pop, as they say.
The color pop is coming, and you mentioned something earlier we have to talk about. What is Merch Madness?
Merch Madness. We got a lot of big sales going on right now.
Okay.
40% off all Nike, 50% off Greg Norman, and 60% off Divots.
Making the divots or buying the
apparel.
divots? Oh.
Divots apparel.
Just kidding. I knew that. Do divots make everything, or they just make certain things?
They do hats and shirts mostly.
Okay. 60% off?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. That's almost in my range.
Also, if you'd like a bigger discount, you can shoot for it. We have a basketball hoop in the shop and a 6x6 foot bracket that we've been filling out.
Okay.
So keep everybody up on what's happening.
Got it. So how does it compare to the bracket you filled out in the beginning?
I just wanted to write Kentucky in the entire thing the whole way, and I probably should have done it. I had Villanova, so that was a bracket burner.
You had to try. I think, was it Iowa State burned a lot of people early on?
Iowa State, Villanova, Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia.
Broke a lot of hearts.
Yep, Virginia, my hometown, so...
The real funny thing is my superintendent is an NC State alum, and he picked them to win nothing.
Oh, jeez.
So I told him, I said, the penalty for that is last place.
Absolutely.
Have a little faith.
You have to have some. All right, so how does a basketball hoop work in a golf shop? How did you put that thing up?
It's a mini hoop. It's about this big. The hoop's about that big, and we have a mini basketball.
Okay, so for those of you on an app somewhere or listening on radio only, you'll have to go to thegolfdirector.com and click on the TV tab to see the dimensions Brett was just giving.
We actually have it on our Facebook page.
Oh, it's on your Facebook page too? Okay, Sandpiper Bay Golf Club?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
And because we obviously like fast play on and off the golf course, we have a shot clock installed beside it.
So
you can do college or pro. You get 30 seconds or 24. And when it gets to 5, it actually counts down, and then there's a buzzer.
Where did you find that?
eBay.
That's awesome. eBay of all places. Jeff's cracking up behind the glass.
Love eBay.
Love eBay myself. So what did you search? Shot clock?
Yes. There was obviously the very expensive ones that you see in the games on TV. Okay. But it's roughly about this big. You put 4 AA batteries in it, and you turn it up, and it counts down.
So about, 10 by 6, 6 by 10, something like that?
6 by 6 inches.
Okay, cool.
But it also plays fight songs and The Charge, and you hear the people screaming in the background, so it's not bad for what I paid.
That is good. All right, so now here's the real question. How much time do y'all spend playing basketball now in the shop?
Enough.
Tim Tilmo, you're not listening.
Tim's in on it.
Oh, Tim's in on it.
Tim's in on it. We also have a lot of NCAA team hats. We have Michigan State.
Oh, okay.
We have the Tar Heels. Mm-hmm. We have Virginia.
Mm-hmm. Duke.
Virginia Tech. Duke will actually not sell the rights to.
Ah, okay.
So
all right. Well,
I would have picked Duke, though.
Virginia Tech, though? Virginia Tech's
Penn
good?
State.
Penn State. Awesome. So you can get all that up at Sandpiper Bay in the golf shop. Let's give everybody the address just so they can head up there and see you. It's in, you're technically in Calabash, right?
Correct.
Yes, and so give them the address for that.
It's 800 North Sandpiper Club Drive, Sunset Beach.
In Sunset Beach, okay.
Depending on which postal carrier you talk to. We're right on Route 179, just across from Sea Trail and just up from the Thistle.
All right, so that's technically in North Carolina. But if you are not living here and want to check it out, do you have any of the stuff online that they can look at? Or?
The Facebook page is where we do most of our merchandise and things like that.
So hit up the Facebook page again, that Sandpiper Bay Golf Club.
We're actually nearing 1,000 likes.
So so we got to have a push.
There might be something for that lucky number 1,000.
All right, so there's the teaser. So now if you go to Facebook and it's well over 1,000, you're going to know you're listening to this a little bit late. But that's okay because it's still great information. You still need to go see Brett up at Sandpiper, talk to him about his highlighter yellow shirt. I've learned recently is Nike Volt. That's the color. But I've got to take a picture of these pants, man. What is up with y'all in the wild pants? I guess there's no way to stick your leg up there. But he has on bright blue pants with pink flamingos. Oh, that's right. You're a yoga guy. Stick your pant leg up there. Oh, and with the Nike Volt on the shoes. Did we get any of that? Are we getting? Okay, we are. I'm getting the nod. Those are wild. I love them, though. I can't stop looking at your legs. Okay, I'm going to have to turn this way. So how's the course?
We're in great shape, and as you know, it's been warm out, so the grass is no longer dormant.
So it's greening up.
Yes.
But now y'all overseeded in the fairways, right?
We did.
Yeah. So you had the contrast, and so now it's all catching back up.
It is.
So what happens in the fairways now? You're having transition? Or not yet?
A little bit. We've actually been spraying to make sure that is as smooth as possible.
Oh, good.
He's also even actually striped the fairways now, so it has a nice aesthetic look as well.
I love that.
You know, not quite like Augusta where they mow towards you to kind of slow the ball down. We mow away from you to get the little extra roll out there.
Well, thank you for that. Now, how do they
Anytime.
stripe the? Now that you brought this up, how is that done?
They believe they mow it different directions.
Okay, so they do mow one to you, one and one away from you. I never really got that, but from above it looks really pretty, and you can tell who the good drivers are and who had a few too many the night before. I'm teasing. A lot of that has to do with terrain, but man, they get it pretty perfect in Augusta.
Absolutely.
Somebody that's like their full-time job. Packages are coming up for the spring. I mean, we are full into it, and I know y'all are part of that. One of my favorite packages on the beach, the PGA 4 and PGA 5 with East Coast Golf Management, where you get that gift card.
That we did a lot of those yesterday.
Oh,
that is
my
a
gosh.
great deal.
So here's the way it works, folks. If you play 4 courses, you get a $100 gift card. And this is, again, you have to ask for the PGA 4 or PGA 5. If you play 5 courses, you get a $150 gift card. And that's good on replays, merchandise, food and beverage, anything it's not good on. Anything you can buy. It's like cash.
Maybe redoing your bracket in my pool. But
No, you can't give it to Brett for that. Yeah, and I missed out on that. I was going to do
I'm doing a
bracket.
Masters one.
All right.
So
I want
I'll email
in on
it
that.
to everybody.
Okay. And it's just for fun, right? Yeah.
Points.
It's just for fun. Points. There we go.
The gift card is great for the replays.
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
mean, you could literally play an extra 2-3 rounds just on the gift card alone.
For free. And I was doing the math this morning. You got 12 guys down here. That's $1,200 if you're on the $100 one. And $1,800 if you're on the... I mean, that's a lot of beer.
Correct.
You could have a good time.
Responsibly
On that. Well, because they can buy food with it too, right? There you go. And speaking of that, we had an event up your way with one of our clients, the Tillman Golf and Beach Club,
Yes.
and those folks are still raving. It was a little bit chilly that day, not bad, but the food was great. You put out a nice sandwich spread for them, and the golf course was great, and could not have been treated any better. And I just had to give you props on air for that.
We do enjoy large groups as well as singles, so we take everybody.
My gosh, and so accommodating and so nice. Your starter has it down to just perfection. I know they most of them do, but I did my little spiel to welcome everybody and talk a little bit about we were playing a scramble, so a little bit about the rules, and then he just went on point. It was almost like his whole demeanor changed. He did his thing. He was funny, and then like after he was done, he like turned around and went back to like
The way I try to tell him is you're actually like giving out. It's a show.
It is a show.
Hospitality industry is it's just people business. You got to have fun with it. It's a show.
He was awesome.
You know.
Yeah, he was awesome, and especially with the restrooms, you've got to know where the restrooms are. And he repeated it 3 times. First time I've ever heard it repeated. Loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I know restrooms are important to some of us on the golf course. You know, trees don't work for everybody.
No,
it shouldn't work for anybody. By the
Correct.
way, especially if you have homes out there. But you guys don't have too much of that. So what's coming up? I know you have any renovations coming up or anything you're doing to the golf course?
Like we talked about last month, we will be doing some bunkers, take about 30 bunkers out of play.
So excited about that.
Leave some cart paths.
Cart paths out or cart paths in?
We'll be redoing
them. Okay. So what hole was that one bunk? You said the first bunker coming out was on number... So the one you always hit
There's so
to drive
many in
in?
my head that I would like to.
You were emphatic on this one. You said
Bay number 9 is the
that's
dogleg left par 5, and if you cut the corner, which I try and can, it keeps ending up in the last bunker on the left. So that's the first one.
It's out of here.
I'm taking the first shovel of dirt on that one.
So when is this going to start?
We're looking about June.
Okay, so
that's the best time since the weather will be warm enough. So when you put down the sprigs of grass, they will grow rather quickly.
They'll grow
so
quick.
within a month, it'll be like it was never there.
The part I love about, or one of the things I love about Sandpiper Bay is when they do work on the course, they only mess with 1 9 at a time. So you always can go out there and still get a tee time and not have to worry about temporary anything.
Yes, when we do aerate, which will be the middle of June,
okay.
We'll do it quickly over 3 days. So each 9 we'll do.
And you give it time to rest, which is nice.
Yes,
like
we
you
give
don't
it a
just
week.
Open it back up the next
Correct.
day. So when you go back out there to play, you might see some hints, but it's nothing like...
We use the very small tine, so within a few days.
You're set. I love it. The how's this pollen treating you? It's
not too bad. I have a black car, so it's now yellow.
As am I.
Yeah.
To match your shirt. Well, it's kicking my butt a little bit, so I apologize for the little tears there. But looking forward to some great spring golf. Are you getting to play much?
A little bit. We've got a lot of wildlife out there right now, actually.
Oh, that would be worth going out to see.
The alligators. We have a lot of baby ducks.
Nice. On all three of the courses?
Yes. We also have a wild boar.
When was he discovered?
One of the members sent me a photo about a month ago. It's a big white boar.
It's white?
Yes.
All right, so I'm not a big boar person. I know nothing about them. Isn't that an uncommon color?
Yes.
Are you familiar with boars? Are you familiar with, yep, I'm getting a nod, too, from the Tennessee guy in there.
It's like Snow White.
Like an albino boar?
Yes.
That's odd. I want to see that. Can you send me the picture?
I can.
If you send, Brett's going to send me the picture, everyone. I'll put it up.
We actually have a wanted poster out for it.
Oh, no. Don't send me that picture.
Oh, we just want to see it again.
Wanted to see, not to shoot or eat, right? Maybe. Is it messing up the golf course?
Not that we know of.
Okay, well, okay. And nobody's been hurt?
No.
Okay.
No.
So the gators, that's the part I like to talk about. You have some, are these the returning gators? These the ones you've had, or we have new gators?
I think the ones we have just got bigger.
That does.
I don't remember them being that big. So
what holes have they been spotted on?
Every 9, there's been a few.
Few.
Right now, they're laying on the banks.
Okay, yeah,
but
getting warm.
The good thing about sandpiper is they lay on the opposite bank. You can't get them unless you swim 50 yards across the pond to pet them.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. No, we're not going to be
trained
petting.
alligators.
They are.
Trained alligators.
Someone once asked me, we have an alligator that's about 12 feet long. They said, well, what does he do? And I said, whatever he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, and one thing about them being that big, they pretty much just eat and sleep, right? I mean,
but you only eat about once a month.
Alligators do? Mm-hmm.
They're pretty lazy.
Learning something every day. Wish I only had to eat once a month. Although I like food too much. That would never work. That would never work.
Especially in Myrtle Beach. How many restaurants do you have? 3,500? 4,000?
It's ridiculous. But all good. I mean, most of them are good. We wouldn't tell you if they weren't. So, well, we might. A few. You can go in the paper on Wednesday, right? Find out where not to go. So we've got wildlife going on. We've got the Merch Madness sale. 50% off of Nike.
Greg Norman.
40%
off Nike and 60% off of Divots.
So is it that you don't like Divots as much, or they just give you a better deal?
Okay. Just trying to keep the 40, 50, 60.
Got it. And so you said you picked Villanova to go all the way in the finals? Okay. So now you're pulling for Kentucky?
Sure.
I can't do it. I just can't do it. All right, folks. Well, get out to Sandpiper Bay. You can find out more information at their website, sandpiperbaygolf.com. I always want to say GC, but it's not your golf. Sandpiperbaygolf.com. And if they want to call you in the pro shop, can they do that?
They may.
At what number?
910-579-9120, extension 1.
All right. The one gets you to the pro shop?
Yep. We doze but never close.
We doze but never close. That's awesome. Y'all do get there early. What time does it open, technically?
6:30.
6:30
For now, in the summer, it'll be 6.
6 o'clock in the summertime. Well, the sun comes up pretty early here, which is good. And they'll get the information there. But it sounds like you're doing a lot with your Facebook page. So hit them up on Facebook, Sandpiper Bay Golf. And the 3 9s out there I love is Sand, the Piper, and the Bay. So it's pretty easy to remember. We got to play the Sand and the Bay. And so the Bay is the one with more water, right?
It is.
Yes. Your favorite 9.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. All right. Well, thank you for coming in and sharing with us. Everyone go out and get Sandpiper Bay, put on your golf package, PJ4, PJ5, or just call them up and go out and play for the day. Remember, though, everyone here is reversing the trend. The earlier you call, the better your rate's going to be. So don't wait till the last minute unless you do find that you have a last-minute opportunity to go out anyway, because the rates are really good right now.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Brett.
Thank you.
This edition of Tee It Up Grand Strand has been produced and broadcast by the Zeus Radio Network for thegolfdirector.com. We want to remind you that when visiting the Golf Director, be sure to check out our featured golf course pages, including the one for Sandpiper Bay, where you'll find up-to-date information about their course conditions, specials, and much more. And if you need help with your next golf vacation and you like to tweet, hashtag just call Dave and he'll find you, or give us a call on a real phone, 844-GO-GOLF1. That's 844-464-6531. Remember, all of our programming is archived for listening and viewing on demand, so to catch up on a show you might have missed, click on the TGD Radio and TGD TV tabs in the menu at thegolfdirector.com. And don't forget, we're now available on over 1 billion devices through iTunes, Audio Realm, TuneIn, YouTube, Ustream, Roku, Blueberry, and the Myrtle Beach Golf app, among others. This is Shan Coughlin, your host, and on behalf of my guest, Mr. Brett Thomas Wick from Sandpiper Bay, our producer, Jeff, behind the glass, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't go anywhere, because there is a lot more TGD golf news and information coming up next.